okay, of some dimensions. So let's say it's 20, 10, and 15. Okay, so now they ask, I have a 1 cm cube. Okay, then they ask how many 1 cm cube you can fit into this. Does it make sense? So how do you do such questions? You find the volume of this thing, right? Right?
Yeah.
Which is 20 times 10 times 15. Can you help me out?
Yeah.
3,000, right? So it's cm squared. And then you find out what's the volume of this cube, right?
Yeah.
What's that? 1 times 1 times 1 is 1, right?
Yeah.
And then what you do, in order to know how many inside this, the question is how many small cubes can be fit into the cube. So what you do? Huh? How you do? You already have the volume of this thing. You also have the volume of this thing. So what's the next step? To find how many small cubes. You have idea or you don't have idea? You have idea or you don't have idea? You have the big box now, which is the cuboid. Now I give you, this is the cube. I ask you to put it in. How many you can put it in? What's the strategy? You try to stack it up, right?
Yeah.
Right? Until it's full, right? So how do you do this? Which one times which one? Times? Huh? You use the big one times the small one. You have $10. $2 one bun. How do you get how many buns you can buy? You have $10. $2 per bun. How many buns? What you do? You use divide.
Yeah.
Because when you times, you get more. Can you times? You cannot. So if you cannot use times, use divide. Yes. So in order to find how many cube can be put inside, right, you use the 3,000 divided by 1. So you can fit 3,000 cubes. Okay? Can? And now the question is, you don't have the cuboid, you don't have the cube. What do you have? You have that. You have this shape, right?
It's 245.
The volume is 2 something. The volume is, never mind, we can figure out again. Pi r square times h. What's the h? 35, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then we need to over 1/3. And then because it's half of it, right? Right? So that's why we need to put a half in there. And then this will give you 2, 3 something like that. Give it to me. So the volume of this. So this will give you the volume of this. What's the answer? Euclid, half times 1/3. Making the pi times 12 square times the 35. Yeah, You see, 26. Is what? 26?
38
38 point
937829
937,829，是吗？
Yeah.
So this is my volume of this thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now this whole thing is melted. Melted. So they ask how many hemisphere with 2 cm I can make out of this volume. Okay. So in order to do that, you need to find out what's the volume of this hemisphere first. Okay. So the volume of hemisphere is, so the sphere is 43 pi r square. Hemisphere is half, right? So I put a half in front. Okay. So they say the hemisphere is half times 4/3. The r for the hemisphere is 2 cm. You look at the question. The hemisphere they want to make is 2 cm per one.
Each
Right.
of the radius is
Yeah,
2 cm.
yeah. So 2 cm. So I put the 2 here. So then you will get the volume of the hemisphere. Can you figure this out for me? Here.
8.377
Hold on. 8.377
580
580, right?
41.
Okay, good. So now the question is, they ask how many this one is inside this one, right? So is this question similar to the above? How many cube is inside this?
Yes.
Yeah. So you use
Divide.
which one divide by which one? The big one divide by the small. And you end up with 166 half, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's 166 because you cannot have the half. Does it make sense? Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So you just take this, you divide by this, and you get 166 something. So the answer is 166. Okay? So the idea is what?